Hey, I'm just going to walk you through how to actually prompt ChatGPT for the purposes of this course. So we're in the ChatGPT interface. We're using GPT-4 because I'm paying for Plus, and I think it's worth doing that because this is so much smarter and there's more functionality you can use. However, you can use 3.5 if you're not willing to pay for the Plus account. There are also other options, but first let's see how we can prompt. Just going to type into the text box here, write a blog post on prompt engineering. This is the task that we wanted to do. You can see it gets started straight away. Sometimes there are delays. This interface is unreliable because they have trouble sometimes where they don't have enough GPUs to run the system, so it might come back with errors. Don't worry, that's completely normal as they scale. Hopefully that will become less and less of an issue. But you can see it's doing a pretty good job of typing out the response here. You can click to stop the response at any time, and then you can refresh. After you've generated the response, you can ask follow-up questions as well. Okay, so that's ChatGPT. That's the primary interface that we're going to be using for everything here. However, if you don't want to use this, there are other options. Bing has an implementation of ChatGPT as well, and it's actually powered by the same model. The balanced model, I believe, is 3.5, so it's the same as the free version of ChatGPT. But if you click on the creative model, that actually uses GPT-4. So we could put in here the same prompt. I'm just going to copy and paste this across, and then hit submit, and you can see here it's writing this prompt engineering blog post for me. Cool. You can hit stop responding, and then then we're good. The other thing you can do is you can use the OpenAI playground. This is what happens if you sign up for a developer account at openai.com, and it gives you a few more parameters you can use. So you can put the different models in. There's no strict limit on GPT-4. It's limited to 40 messages every 3 hours. In this case, we can do as many as we want because we're paying for them. And if you put in here, write a blog post on prompt engineering, you can see it's responding just like we would in line in the chat. But we can also set things like the system message. We can do things like William Shakespeare, and that's going to change the way that it responds. So we can override the system message. This is like custom instructions that you get in ChatGPT, except you can change it per prompt, and you can change some of these parameters as well. I wouldn't worry too much about it. One of the things you can do as well, which is quite useful, is you can save this as a template. I have a bunch of templates saved, and you can share them with different people. You can also share with a developer who can then copy the code and put that into their own systems. So really good for going from prompt template into an actual product. Now to prompt DALL, that's all actually baked into ChatGPT. So if you just say, create an image that matches this blog post, then that's going to go out and generate that image as well. Here we go, and now we have an image for our blog post, and it's described a little bit, and we can go back and forth. The cool thing about this is a conversation. We can keep adding new things to the conversation and ask for changes, which is really helpful. All right, so that's how you prompt ChatGPT in DALL. So it doesn't really matter which interface you use because the prompt engineering principles we're learning in this course are going to be applicable to every model. It's going to improve your prompt no matter what you're using.